So welcome back everyone, thanks for joining me. Today I'm filming from the back of my garden and it's an absolute scorcher. 30 degrees, might go up to 35 degrees. So when it's like this, you've really got to make use of the weather because it doesn't happen very often. So this is going to be the first of 3 videos and it's really a summer tour on the Brompton. So I did one a couple of years ago, but that was really a fully loaded Brompton tour in the winter. So I was carrying a lot of gear. So this time, while the weather's like this, I'm going to do a much lighter weight tour on the Brompton. I'm going to run through the equipment I need to make it as much fun as possible. So those 3 videos are going to be, 1, the equipment. So that's what this one's going to be. So this is going to give you an overview of the equipment I'm going to take. Lightweight, for a couple of nights. So if anyone hasn't done this before, this might be a good introduction to that. The second video will be the tour itself. So I'm going to pick a really nice route, going to cycle around, camp for 1 or 2 nights, and then just show you the experience around this amazing area where I live. And then the third video is really going to be a rundown. I'm going to do a post analysis of what worked and what didn't work. So anyone who's completely new to cycle touring on a Brompton or is thinking about doing it might be able to get some hints and tips if they want to go and do it for themselves. The plan for this video then is to go through everything that I'm going to take on this trip. So this is obviously my tent. This is a Scarp 1 tent. I've done a review about this elsewhere, so if anyone, it's a fantastic bike touring tent, probably the best one I've ever used. So if anyone wants to know a bit more about this tent, go and look at one of my other videos because I've done a full review on this. The problem is it doesn't fit in the Brompton bag here. This is a Brompton tea bag, so I'll show you how I'm going to attach this to my Brompton in a bit. So the second thing I've got here, which is really important, is the Brompton tea bag. So this bag is made by Brompton. It's one of their largest bags and it's often used for people who do cycle touring. It's amazing. So again, I've done a full review on this bag in another video, but just to say, it's got a capacity of 31 litres. It's made of really strong material. It's got a roll up top here. I'll show it to you in a minute. So when you open it, it's cavernous. You can store a lot in that massive main chamber. But even more important, it's got you know, a few places to hold your water bottles and some a zip pocket there as well. And there's even a handy map pocket on the front and 2 side pockets here. So they've really thought this thing through. So this is what I'm going to take as the single bag to put all my stuff in. So can it be done? Let's find out. Well, obviously it actually can be done because I've done it. But everything I need to take for a 2-day trip, lightweight in the summer on the Brompton, is in this with the tent. Shall we run through the contents of this bag then? When the weather's like this, I think what I'm really after is to take as little as possible. So on this trip, it's not going to rain, so I don't need lots of rain clothes. The weather's going to be warm. It's 35 at the moment, degrees centigrade, so I'm not going to need too many warm clothes. And I'm going for the minimum weight possible, especially on the Brompton. This is a 6-speed Brompton, so I don't want to carry any extra than I need to. So let's run through some of the things that I'm going to take. I've just mentioned the tent previously, Scarp 1 tent. Done a previous review of this. It's amazing. I've travelled you know, many thousands of miles cycle touring on different bikes, and the Scarp 1 tents for cycle touring is amazing. And the added bonus is the Brompton can sit in the side vestibule of this. So again, I've done a separate review on this previously. First and foremost, water bottle. This is a 1.5 litre water bottle. Of course, if you're going remote, you'll need more, but I'm just going for 1 or 2 days. This is enough for me. I'm never far from somewhere that you can buy water from. So this fits nicely into the water pocket. In the back pocket here, just some bits and pieces. Phone, of course. Always go with your phone. What else have we got in here? Puncture repair kit. Put it down there. some tyre levers to get your tyre off. It's like a pick and mix. A tool, a general tool. This is a penknife tool, so it's got pliers, etc. built in, and of course a cycle tool. So again, I'm not going very remote, so I don't need loads of tools. If you're going on for weeks, days, weeks somewhere remote, you'd need a much better toolkit, or much more comprehensive toolkit. So they're on the outside bit. So to open the tea bag, you just unravel it and it opens up. It's a behemoth. Look at the size of this thing. This first thing is a very lightweight camping mat. Do you need it in dry weather? No, but I'm not sure where I'm going to take this. I'll look out for the weather forecast. But if it's wet, a lot of the time in UK it's really wet. You don't want to sit on the wet ground. So I do take this lightweight camping mat if it looks like it's going to rain. What else have we got? A bike lock. Actually, again, this is not an essential. With a Brompton, you can take it in anywhere you go, really, into a restaurant or a shop. It's, no one's ever said anything. So I don't really like locking my Brompton, but, if I was, sometimes there might be the occasion you need to lock it. This is useful. A towel. Take one as small as you can. Don't need a big towel. A warm jumper, fleece or jacket for the evening. This is a down jacket. Or I'd probably take a fleece. On this trip, I will probably substitute this just for a fleece. This is one of the bulky items. So the bulkiest items that you're probably going to use are your camping mat, your tent and your sleeping bag. I haven't cut back on them. This is an X-bed mat. It's really comfortable. It's quite expensive. It's a down mat, it's insulated, but a good night's sleep is really important on a cycle tour. If you can't sleep, you can't enjoy the ride. So if you're going to invest in one thing, a sleeping mat is a good thing to invest in. Just following on from that, this is a lightweight summer sleeping bag. This is just a Van Gogh Voyager. It goes down to 7 degrees, the limit, but that's overkill as well. So this is less than a kilo. You don't want a big, heavy sleeping bag in summer. First aid kit, pretty important. Take it everywhere. Temptation's always not to take it, but just in case something happens, it's good to have with you. I take 2 small bowls. This one is a small plastic plate for cutting. Sometimes if you need to prepare some food, you need to cut things, so a little lightweight plastic plate, and then a bowl for eating. This is a fold-up bowl that I take. Weighs nothing. What else have I got in here? Pump, bicycle pump, pretty important. The Brompton does come with its own bicycle pump, but mixed reviews on that. I always take an extra. Tent pegs. These can obviously go in with the main tent pack, but I sometimes carry them separately. Canteen. So in here, this is an excellent, a very small canteen. If you can get, I don't know whether you can see there, it's got about 500 mils. I used to think this was too small, but it's worked perfectly. So you can cook most things, soups, noodles, fry a casserole in there. And within that, I carry a stove. See, that opens up. Look how small that is. And that screws on to your gas canister. So there you go. So there you have your canteen, if you want a coffee or you want to cook something. Very lightweight, very small. Doesn't need to take much space. Sometimes I use an alcohol stove, depends how I'm feeling. There's a lot that fits in here, isn't there? This is a weird one. I always take one of these water bladders. The reason is, I've got this weird affliction, is when I'm cycle touring and I'm all sweaty, I cannot sleep very well unless I'm clean. I know it's probably OCD. So what I use this for is to fill up with water, leave it in the sun to heat up, and it's enough for a shower. So if I've had a long day cycling, this acts as a makeshift shower if you're not on a campsite and you still want to be clean. So 2 litres is enough to give you a NASA style shower. Hang it from a tree. It works. And the last thing here, the bag of bits and pieces. So what have we got here? I'll run through them quickly. Sunscreen, shower, deodorant, don't want to scare people off, tissues for those emergency situations, a power bank for your phone, a spork with a spoon and a fork for eating, some midge spray. This time of year there's mozzies about, so take some mosquito repellent, and also bike lights. I shouldn't be riding in the dark, but you can use them as a torch as well, so just take some lights just in case. And the final thing that I usually carry is a micro fold-up backpack. So if you want to carry more food, more water, these tiny fold-up, well, it's not tiny, this is about 30 litres I think, but it folds up very small, really useful. So if you want to carry additional stuff, shopping, food, then this just gets you from the shop to the campsite without fitting anything else in your tea bag. So I always take that. That's a lot of stuff, and all of it fits in the Brompton tea bag. One thing I didn't mention there was clothes. So obviously when you're cycling, you wear your cycle clothes, and then I have a spare set of clothes for the evening, just a t-shirt, fleece, some shorts for the evening, and maybe some flip-flops as well. So you don't really need much, but I think it's great that you can really, just carrying these few things, be self-sufficient for 1, 2, 3 days. This would actually be okay for a week, and then you can go and do your adventures on your Brompton. So I hope that was useful for you, for those of you that might want to do a tour on your Brompton. It's very different cycling in the summer than it is in the winter, so it's actually much easier. So if you haven't done one before, it's a good idea to do it in the summer, when you don't need to carry so much. And after you've done 1 or 2 trips, you really start to figure out what you like and what you need and what you don't need. So yeah, the key is just to get out and do one. Go close to your house, close to home, 1 or 2 nights trip, and you'll have great fun. So part 2 of this video will be the tour itself. So I'm just planning some nice routes so I can bring you along and share some amazing countryside views with me. And then I'll probably post that up in a week or so, and then the 3rd video will be a post-tour rundown, what worked and what didn't work on all of this kit. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate that you take the time to watch these videos, and see you in the next Bikeonomic video. Thanks for watching.